McNaughton. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's someone here to see you.
Yeah, Jane, who is it this late?
I'm not exactly sure who he is, sir, but he says his name is Arthur Minor.
Arthur Minor. Jane, who the hell is Arthur Minor? Do you know what time it is?
I
Why
know,
did security
sir,
even let him in the damn building? We've been closed for hours.
Well, sir,
Jane, I don't care if it's the president or God himself. Nobody's to see me past 5:30. I'm not some damn therapist here to solve everyone's problems. It's bad enough these politicians hound me every second of the day just to further their own political ambitions. I'm not kidding here, Jane.
well, sir, you see...
Why did security let him in the building?
You know, I don't know, sir.
Well, things better change or the whole security staff can pick up their pink slips on Monday. I don't pay them to let every damn yahoo with the most petty reasons in the building to see me.
Right.
I'm not kidding, Jane. This is serious.
You see, sir, I checked with security, and they said they never let anyone in the building past 5:30 who isn't staff.
Then how did he get in? This place is sealed airtight.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure how he got in the building, but he says he knows some things about you in Vietnam.
Vietnam? What is he, a reporter, a lobbyist?
Well, no, sir, he doesn't say he is, but he does say that he's an admirer of your work and a staunch supporter of your decision to run for president.
Sounds like he wants something. What does he know about my tour in Vietnam that I should be concerned about? Is he military? Is he a veteran?
No, sir, he just mentioned your tour in Vietnam, and, well, I don't think that he is or ever was in the military, for that matter. He just doesn't look the type. Well, he looks too young to have ever been in Vietnam, and he must have spoke to someone that you knew from the war. He says he just wants to talk with you.
Well, you and I both know that I don't have time to meet with everybody who wants something from me, or to do with me, or the campaign. If he thinks he has something he can use against me, he's wrong. If that were the case, it would have surfaced by now. There's nothing. What did he say about Vietnam?
He didn't actually say much, sir, but he did imply that he has some damaging information.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
All right, Jane, I'll handle this one myself. Let him in.
He'll see you now, sir.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Minor, Arthur Minor.
Pleased to meet you. I obviously need no introduction. What do you want?
I just wanted to say, sir, that it's an honor to meet you. And I'm a great admirer of your work. As I told your secretary out there.
She's my assistant.
It's only a matter of words.
Maybe so, but don't call her secretary in her presence. If you were that bold, I'd have some respect for you. But since that's not why you're here, what do you want?
Well, Mr. McNaughton, can I call you Ed?
Call me Ed if you must. What do you think you know about my tour in Vietnam?
I know you were awarded the Silver Star for gallantry in combat.
I was just a kid. I was doing a job. You should know that's what I've always done. It's my job. No more, no less.
I don't think they awarded the Silver Star for just doing your job.
Maybe not, but I did what I had to do. That's not what you came here to talk to me about. What do you think you know about me, Mr. Minor?
Well, I was wondering if the name Martin Collins rang a bell.
Marty Collins. Yeah. He was in my platoon in Vietnam. Got killed about halfway through. It's a shame. We were pretty close.
And do you know who it was that killed him?
Who do you think? Don't get started and tell me it was LBJ's fault. Heard enough of that leftist hippie propaganda for the past 30 years. The damn gooks killed him.
Really? Are you sure it wasn't you who killed him?
I think I'd remember doing something like that.
Well, Ed, why deny the truth? Mr. Collins was going to run, wasn't he? He would have compromised your whole squad. Would have gave away your position. It was you who put that bullet in him when he ran, didn't you, Ed?
If that were the case, Mr. Minor, how would you prove it?
I'm not here to blackmail you,
Well,
Ed.
that's good for you, because you would have wasted your time. You have no proof of anything. In fact, I've had enough of this.
Just want to go home, Ed. Just want to go home.
What is this, some kind of prank?
No, this is no prank, Ed. That's what he said. Those were his dying words, and you were the one who killed him.
Listen, Marty was my friend, and I did what I had to protect the platoon. Marty lost his cool, and more would have died if I hadn't done what I did. He was going to endanger the mission and the squad, and I did what I hoped the rest of them would have done if I acted the same. Now, I want to know how you know this. It was dark, and no one there knew what happened. And if they did somehow know, they're all dead. Last I checked, only 3 of us from first platoon ever made it out alive. After I got commissioned, they were all dead. Thompson, Dearden, Thompson died of cancer. He got it young. Dearden, Last I heard about Dearden, he was strung out on heroin on the streets. He lost it completely after rotating back to the States. He doesn't even know who the president is, let alone who killed Marty. No one does. Which makes me quite curious to where you got your information. So nowhere pull that stunt with the phone. You must be the next best magician since Houdini. Knowing what you know and having no intent to blackmail me. What do you want?
Actually, Ed, I came here to...
You know, I could use you on my campaign, assuming I do end up running. Pull a few tricks on the opposition. Because to know the information you just gave me, you must be an angel of the Lord or God himself. Or the best psychic around. You have my attention now. Who are you, and how can I help you?
To answer your questions, I go by Arthur Minor, although that's only name.
So that's an alias.
I suppose so. I'm here to make you an offer.
Okay, shoot.
There's one thing I'd like to make clear, Ed. Although I go by Arthur Minor from time to time, my real name is one that I'm sure you know. Your upbringing pretty much familiarized you with who I am.
Is that right? How's that possible?
Well, unbelievable as it may sound, I've been around for a long, long time. You weren't far off, assuming I must be an angel of the Lord to know what I know.
So you're saying you're an angel? Wow, this is rich. Now I have to deal with politicians and angels. Okay, so you're an angel. Now what do you want from me?
I'm not just any angel, Ed. I am no mere angel. Once I was the greatest...
Mike?
No.
The archangel?
Don't be too hasty, Ed. I said I was the greatest angel, but now I'm a fallen angel. I used to go by the name Lucifer, but you may know me now as...
Devil?
It's only a name. I'm here to offer you a position.
And what would that be?
I'm here, Ed, to offer you the position of the Antichrist.
Antichrist. The Antichrist.
Yes, Ed, I think I made that clear. The Antichrist.
Really? If I wasn't raised a Christian, I'd be inclined to doubt you. Being as familiar as I am with scriptures and the existence of the devil, your existence apparently, I'm a sight more open-minded. This is a lot to swallow, you coming here speaking of what no man could know and the whole phone thing. Still having a hard time believing I'm not hallucinating or dreaming all this.
Trust me, Ed, you're not dreaming. I'm here in the flesh, as the Son of God once was. The difference between me and him is I can't ascend up into heaven after my work is done. In fact, I can never go up there again. But I'm sure you already know this. You know my time will come just as yours will. The difference between you and most people, the other candidates for the job that is you know where you're going after this life. There's no doubt in your mind that you'll never see the inside of the gates of heaven. It's a small price to pay for the way you made yourself a powerful man. No, you aren't completely wicked. That's one thing you had counted against you, but that's why I need you for the job. I need somebody that those Bible-thumping Christians can trust before their time on earth is over. Your concern is whether you care not to accept my offer and become the most powerful man on the planet, or not.
Excluding Christ, that is.
He was known as we both know. You get my drift.
Antichrist, huh? I think I know how this goes after my reign, after our reign. I know after my stint as the ruler of the free world, you'll come to possess my earthly form. Anyways, as it says in Revelation, I'll be defeated by Armageddon and cast alive in a lake of fire, along with the false prophet.
So says the scriptures anyway, but you're headed there whether you accept my offer or not. Wouldn't you rather be on top of things as it all happens instead of being crushed in the bottom? Ed, if I were you, I'd take the job. Because if it isn't you, it'll be someone else. You're telling me you'd rather let some unworthy schmuck get all that glory while little Ed remains a helpless sheep tossed in the lake of fire? Wouldn't you rather make the world take your mark instead of having some other prick brand you with my own logo?
Oh, 666, huh?
Yes, you know, who doesn't, Ed? Now, I'm going to leave you with this offer. You may sleep on it if you wish. I have some time. But if you don't act fast, you might just find yourself left behind, eating the dust of one of the unworthy candidates. Remember this, Ed. You're my first choice. No one can get it done better than you can, and that's why I came to you first. But if you lose a nerve like your buddy Marty, who might add isn't enjoying his afterlife like he imagined, you'll be replaced by one of the runner-ups. The almighty Ed McNaughton. Never upstaged by a lazy, talentless hack. You're the man who left Vietnam a hero. You started at the bottom of the business food chain and worked your way to the top with your excellent, if not ruthlessly competitive, work ethic. Those who couldn't stand the heat, you left behind and trampled over. And that's why I think you'll knock him dead as the Antichrist of all time. So think it over, Ed. And if you do decide to accept my offer, then dial this number and ask for, you guessed it, Arthur Minor.
1-800-453-6518.
Is there a problem?
Just expected a few more sixes.
Well, we have to be a little less obvious than that, don't we, Ed? Besides, some punk kid sticks before I can get to it. Just give me a ring when you make your decision. But do me a favor, don't wait forever. Unless you like playing second fiddle to a know-nothing schmo. With that, Ed, I bid you adieu. I'll shake your hand when you've made your decision. Until then, I'll refuse you the courtesy that you refused me.
Antichrist, huh? President McNaughton. Maybe I do like the sound of that.